little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
But hey, real quick, I want to know, Cliff, why are like so many of like Mexican homies hitting me up, like asking like, why did you say the B word for Mexicans the other day on the podcast?
You did. I probably did.
He said beaner.
So what?
Woo-wee! There you have it, man. Rich Trappers tapping in. What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trappers tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cooked crack in this thing. Trap News Network tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you use. It's that knowledge though. You ain't finna get nobody's college though, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. Hit that notification bell. Hit all stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Y'all heard what I heard? Tap in with the tap in, man. Make sure y'all getting everything we got going on. Hold on, I gotta make sure I hit it with it. Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. That good knowledge though, you ain't finna get nobody's college though, big dog. Tap in with the tap in when you ain't tapping in with that good tap in. You feel me? Kliffword. Off the cliff with it. Threw the B word out there on no jumper. The derogatory terms for Mexicans. Frijoles is the Spanish version, but you know, we're not gonna say the word because I ain't into disrespecting like that. That's not my thing. But damn, Kliffword, you went with the hard iata. Like, golly, boy. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Kliffword is from Arkansas, I believe. So, you know, he comes to when he's in town, he does no jumper wooty bam and he gets on. It's interesting to see him sit in front of Lush, who pretends to be a Southsider, and Compa, who is a Southsider, and that word is used. But is it an issue because it's against the Mexicans, or is it an issue because it's a derogatory term? Because if it's an issue because of the derogatory term, there's so many racial slurs and so many disrespectful things that go on no jumper, nobody's questioned it yet. But with that being said, it's interesting to see a racial slur being used so freely at the No Jumper studio in front of a representation of the culture being Compa, and, you know, wooty bam. We finna jump into this content without further ado, so let's jump into this content. Let's get into it. Let's go.
No, what? Like, apparently.
In context,
let me relax my shoulders.
Hold on. In context,
hold on.
Are you working with the same foot this was working with?
I'm not working.
Kliffword said, I ain't tripping. Let me relax my shoulders. He wasn't even tripping.
Like, apparently.
In context,
let me relax my shoulders.
Hold on. In context, are you working with the same foot this was working with?
I'm not working.
So he said it next to Compa. Relax his shoulders because Compa is not a threat at all. Goodness gracious. All right.
With anybody at work.
In context, him and Viral were talking about Mexicans using the N-word.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he was making a comparison back. So it did not come
I say
strictly
full.
out.
I say full. I can repeat it though.
Yeah, what you said.
You don't have to repeat.
That nigga said I could repeat it though, and then it's you don't have to repeat it. But then when it's the blacks being disrespected or Bloods or Crips being disrespected, Lush wants to hear it 4 or 5 times. But when it comes to the Mexicans being disrespected, Lush picks and chooses because he sits in front of Flacco, who said that if his daughter brought home, and this is Flacco's words, not mine, a quote, dirty Mexican, he'd be offended. So I don't know why Lush is pretending to be offended because number one, you're not Mexican, you're white. So why are you even upset about this? And when it comes time to defend the sur, you don't, bro. You don't defend the Trece at all, bro. You let the little kid disrespect it, and it's just like every week now is just more and more disrespect towards Mexicans directly into your face, and nothing happens. So what are you talking about?
You don't have to.
No, repeat it. Oh, in context.
Yeah, in context.
I said, I feel like, bro, if a Mexican called me a nigga, I feel like I should be able to call you a beaner in a joking manner, just like you would be able to call me a nigga. Just like if a Japanese called me a nigga, hey, what's up, my nigga? I'm nigga, what's up, my fish head? You want to see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I heard that before.
Okay, so
I'm saying so this stipulation, black people can't use the B word, but Mexicans
Compa Raider thought that was hilarious.
I'm not. Look, let me.
Top Lord Ross says I'm just gonna go ahead and stay away from this one entirely.
Say the N-word, fool, because look, I say fool, and maybe in my whole lifetime, I'm 40 years old, I said nigga. Okay, now, this is like 4 times saying that.
Is beaner as
It's 5th time now, you just said it again. Goodness gracious.
offensive as it was 30 years ago? Like,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Just like nigga not offensive, right?
It's still offensive.
It all depends on the person.
No.
It's offensive, but Lush says nigga.
Everybody can say nigga. Yeah. That's a white man, though. That's a white man.
So to be fair,
And the fact that there's a white man, i.e. Lush, dictating what can be said as far as racial discrepancies between blacks and browns, that's why Lush has a problem right now, because Lush is giving this false sense of entitlement and this false sense of let's just say a false sense of his voice mattering. You know what I'm saying? I don't think of the words is hard for me right now. But Lush think that he can say what he want to say, do what he want to do, think how he want to think. All this because you have a black man. You have a black man. My man got a black man right here, a Mexican man right here, sitting here letting a white man dictate what's acceptable and what's not acceptable as far as racial slurs between blacks and browns. Lush shouldn't be the person who's judging this and shouldn't really have a voice or an opinion on this. He's white. So with him being white, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but you, hold on, let me show y'all this better. You and you will be nowhere to be found. Y'all together in this. We're gonna put y'all together. Will be nowhere to found when this one gets up out of there. You feel me? Because he's white. So when it comes time to be white and, you know, have the benefits of, or when it comes time to be a nigga and have to deal with the negative consequence of, or to be a Southsider and deal with the consequences of, be a Mexican and deal with the consequences of, he ain't gonna want to be there. He's gonna take his white self all the way out of here.
As a black man, because we down with each other.
So
if y'all using our shit, we using y'all shit.
Okay.
Yeah. We down with each other, fool.
If y'all using our shit, we using y'all shit.
Hey,
okay, so you guys, hey, do I get the N-word?
Equal opportunity.
So I can say nigga.
Say it.
Y'all been saying nigga.
You said it 2 or 3 times. You just your 2nd time saying it.
Nigga.
This is not.
What you mean?
All right, no.
Mexican.
No, listen. So just a couple questions for everybody involved.
All right, for sure. What?
Go ahead.
So first of all, just
shout out to Trap Lord Ross for staying in a white person's place and not getting involved in this.
per my understanding, I would say
from a white man's perspective, just because I don't say it.
We gotta set this on.
Oh yeah, from a Jewish, gay, Caucasian,
you guys
queer. What perspective you coming from? Say it.
I'm used to someone that could formulate a coherent sentence. That's the perspective I'm on right now.
Spit it out.
Real quick, I want to know, Cliff, why are...
With that being said, man, y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. What's going on here? Free Avenue Angel tweets free. We go.